You are live.
Oh!
We started right on time.
Let's talk about this abuse I just suffered. It really took me down a few pegs. I'm standing here and I look at CW from behind the camera and I said, do I look like a stupid? And she goes, yep. Just cold as ice. Yep. I'm going to have to kill that cat. Did you see that? The earthquake tremor that just happened?
Good morning, everybody.
Morning, guys. Happy Sunday. Happy 10 a.m. Happy T-Kellion circus animal. Welcome to the circus. I'm trying to not say a curse word because we have viewers that hold me accountable to my curse words. Did you guys like that yelling? Are you awake yet? So, first off, I don't know if he's on Fish Ranch. Is he on there? You see him anywhere? Running his mouth?
He's in California, so maybe he's not up yet.
Or cooked. He's barbecued. He can't be here now. That's not appropriate. That is completely inappropriate. Man, but I don't know if any of you guys care or have been keeping up with that, but those wildfires in LA County, that is insane. I mean, you look at the level of devastation there. I mean, they're talking the last count, 13,000 structures. That is hard to fathom when you think about how many buildings that is, how many people are going to be without homes. And there was a big thing a couple of years ago where these insurance companies started dropping people. They just looked at like weather forecast, the Santa Ana winds and how dry it was going to be and how often wildfires start. And they were like, nope. And they just dropped a bunch of people's insurance. Said they would not insure them. All the majors, they pulled out. So pray for those people. I mean, it's...
Morning, folks. Hello,
untold.
Sports GM from Germany. Morning, Brian White. Gus, P51.
We need to kick this panther out of here. He is here on my table causing a ruckus.
So I was telling them you were eating sardines for breakfast.
How many people threw up over that? I'm just curious.
Most people said they're good.
I freaking love sardines. The girls that work for us in the shop, they call themselves men. But if they can't handle some smells, they're immediately girls. Yeah, I said that. I know some of you are on at least one, maybe two, maybe three. Yeah, I eat them all the time. They make me feel great, and there's vitamins and minerals in there that you cannot get elsewhere, so I enjoy them. And this is not smell-o-vision, so C-Dub's the only one. It's probably why she called me a stupid, because I smell stupid. But I love them.
You got throw-up faces from Will B.
I freaking love them, man. I mean, I feel like a powerful animal.
Old School Baz said, has Tim tried fermented sardines?
I would. I saw them on How Do They Do It or something like that, how it's made or how they do it. I would try them because I eat questionable foods from all over the world just because I'm a weirdo and then I end up liking them. But I don't know, man. Those things look tough.
Sardines are just salmon to go for us working class, LOL from Trevor.
You got it, dude. That's why I started eating them, because they were in my work
And my mom
truck.
says she loves sardines.
I freaking love them. I love them. So
anchovies are great on pizza.
I've never had that, and it sounds like something that I would like. So I should do it.
Chuck Marsh, TKL customer service, the best of the business. Thank you, CW. You're welcome.
Yeah, man, she's the best. Absolutely
nice
the best.
Talking to you the other day.
And our daughter, she does the other, like a lot of the digital stuff. If it's she's just great. I mean, as a family, you know.
Yeah, Tim loves kippers better than sardines.
Oh, yes. Kippers, though, man, they're spendier. Especially the
Morning,
smoked
Ron,
ones.
Ashley Smith,
Hello,
Gloria.
So Fish Ranch a long time ago. Oh, he's probably super offended right now because I'm eating his pets for breakfast. Sorry, Fish Ranch. Sardines are tasty, so your little friends are in my belly. He sent me this stove because he felt bad for me trying to make a decent-sized cup of coffee with the jet boil, and this is a butane stove, and he also sent this Stanley coffee press. I've used the coffee press on the show before, but not what I call a show like I'm famous. If I was famous, my house would just burn down. So glad I'm not. Thanks, guys, for keeping me humble. Anyway, he sent this butane stove, and he sent this squishy thing. That's what we call them here in Georgia because we're dumb. Coffee press. And Nathaniel Moore, according to the box, do you see this psychopath?
They can't see him.
Sent this coffee. Castillo Paradise coffee, made in Colombia. So it probably contains a little bit of cocaine, which will make it even better. Just kidding, people. Taste of the Sky, so I think it was grown on outer space, maybe. Says made in Colombia. Anyway.
Hey, Ryan, we got a few inches.
Yeah, we probably got 5 here.
They closed everything because we're Georgia, so they don't know what to do with snow.
And it's not that, me being, I moved from Michigan when I was a kid.
Fish Ranch is on.
He's here. I'm actually going to use your stove.
We were just talking about you.
I ate your pets, too, for breakfast. Sardines. Sorry. Anyway, so Nathaniel sent the coffee that I'm going to make, and Mark sent the grinder, the KitchenAid grinder. By the way, that
grinder's awesome.
Is freaking incredible.
I don't know if Mark's on. I haven't seen him yet, but man, that thing's awesome.
That thing's awesome. So we use these Burr Mill grinders because a Burr Mill, I'm a snob, whatever. Makes better coffee. So
it's not currently snowing here, no.
No, it's not. But there's still probably a couple inches on the ground. And
9 inches in Ardmore from Casey. Man,
what happened there?
Isn't that Oklahoma?
Yeah. I think they're pretty close to on a parallel with us. Anyway, so yeah.
Morning, Ed.
That coffee grinder is incredible. So the ones we have were Cuisinart ones, and they down here in the bunker, in the basement, soundproofing on the ceiling and all the walls, concrete around me. When CW grinds the coffee, it sounds like there's a freaking jet engine up there. You can hear it. Like we have those quartz countertops, so it like resonates through that and just whoa. But this KitchenAid thing is whisper quiet, like awesome. I use it every single morning. It's much quieter. So I emptied it from my normal grind, put Nathaniel's coffee that he sent, ground it. I put it in the coffee press that Fish Ranch sent on top of the stove that Fish Ranch sent. Will go in the coffee cup that Mom, who's on, sent, and it will go in my belly that Jesus sent. Woo! That's a mouthful. He also sent Pockies and Pandas. I don't know if he has a thing for peas. Is this coffee flavor with a P?
Pockies and Pandas. What is does the coffee start with a P?
I thought it should, but it doesn't. It's boring old Castillo medium roast. But it says Paradise. Welcome. That's it. What is that word?
Paradise?
No, the one above it.
Cielito? Like
Cielito?
Little sky? Little heaven?
Okay, so it is P. It's the triple P. Wow. Is that cubed? Yeah. Panda Pocky Paradise. Anyway, so I ate some of the pandas. These little bastards are incredible.
Rob.
You want one of these, C-Dub?
It's sad that you have more snow than me in Minnesota. 1 inch here from Justin Klepp.
Well, look, man, you can keep it because I grew up around snow and I don't need it. Especially, and it's not that I can't navigate the snow.
Wait, what did we miss? That Trust He Cares just already talked about it earlier. Did we miss something? Sorry, I can't always see everybody's comment. I try to.
I can't see anything. That's why I'm leaning forward. Like I can't.
Yeah,
see.
he definitely cares if you're talking about the wildfires. He was talking about that earlier.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Was talking about horrible devastation, and I was also really impressed with Dennis Quaid. They caught him while he was loading up some of his last stuff, and he talked about his faith and the devastation that other people were suffering, which I thought was really cool. There are some decent people in Hollywood, which is awesome. And
good morning, Joey. Joey says hello.
Hello, Joey. Hello. TKL says hello. Sorry, that's from the new Willy Wonka. I'm a total weirdo.
It's not new, though.
I mean, it's new to me because we watch it every other day because we have kids that love that movie.
CJ, good morning. I got my CW shirt and Band-Aids. Love them. Awesome.
Yeah. Did we get those on the website yet? Tim's
making a patch that says Be Less Dumb. That's really cool.
A PVC 3D Be Less Dumb Band-Aid patch. I just approved the artwork yesterday. It is awesome. It's so cool. So cool. I think it's going to be really popular. A little spendy, but hey, they're cool. So, Yeah, let's make some coffee from Fish Ranch's
Receive
stuff.
my Nightstalker CQC, a true masterpiece. Can't be happier. First TCal knife for me, and certainly not the last.
Awesome, man. Thank you. I'm
Thank
really honored by
you.
that. So I will say something about this stove that Fish Ranch sent. It is by Gas One, and I'm not shilling because I got this for free from a friend, not from Gas One. It's just a basic butane stove, and it comes in this crappy plastic case. Thanks for that, Fish Ranch. Anyway, I put the butane in it, I locked it down, and I turned it one time, lit right up. So I don't know if you can see, but it is.
A trust monkey, where are you?
It is working
In California.
very well. Hey guys, look, we are praying for you. That is a absolutely terrifying thing. You know, I consider that one of those weather things, like tornadoes and stuff.
And then Ashley just said they are even getting smoke from it in Vegas.
Oh gosh, man.
Studio City is where he's from.
Ooh, man, guys. Well, don't be a hero. Get the hell out of there if they tell you to get out of there. It's such a crazy situation. So yeah, Fish Ranch is right. This is already making noise. He said this will be much faster on a bigger thing than the jet boil. He's right. It's going faster. But yeah, it lit up super quick. It locks the butane in there. I don't know how efficient it's going to be, but because Georgia is not prepared for snow on any level, the infrastructure is not really set up. We don't have the trucks and the plows and the things that you would normally have. So it's the people that aren't used to navigating roads that thaw during the day, refreeze overnight, that terrify me. It's not the actual weather, because I've traveled a lot and I lived in places where a lot of snow. So I grabbed all the stuff in case the power went out. We didn't get a lot of icing. Mom did, but fortunately they kept power. So I was like, hey, let's make...
That's awesome. Trust Monkey says he's a prepper better than most and doing what he can to help.
Yeah, I mean, the term prepper has been, you know, turned into like almost a derogatory term, but CW and I have always done that. Mom too, you know, like for situations like that, and you got to grab and go, you better have stuff to survive. I mean, and if your house doesn't burn in a situation like that, but the power will be out, they'll turn the water off to certain areas so that they can get pressure in the hoses. They'll turn the gas off because that's dangerous for the firefighters. I mean, it's...
I love that people are calling the extended grips extendo grips.
Extendo.
Fish Ranch said he got his for the Taylor's Ridge.
Yeah.
He loves it.
Change that knife. Right. I got one over there. Right there.
ETA on black blades.
Yeah.
Maniac.
That really is one of those... We don't know exactly what to do as far as how to dispose of the after effects of using some heavy chemicals. So doing it in the basement or in the shop is simple. It's a few at a time. But then when you're using massive amounts of really, really ugly stuff, you got to dispose of that properly.
If you're not prepped, you're a bit retarded. From Phil Billy.
I mean, just even dry beans and rice on a stove like this, you can feed yourself. It's almost like the nature's perfect food. You know? Hot sauce keeps forever. Hot sauce makes everything palatable. Why do you think they have the little freaking Tabasco in
Jeremy said our winter road crew down here consists of 3 people, 2 shovels, and 1 wheelbarrow.
That's right. And look, here's what's
so
crazy.
true.
We went out for a drive because I'm an idiot. And I think because I have a 4-wheel drive truck, I can do anything. But, I mean, I did wait until the temperature was above freezing for a couple of hours. And I got to say, the county that we're in, we hit the county line. One direction is 4.8 miles away, and the new shop is 5 miles. And I'm telling you, we hit the county line, and that last 0.2 of a mile to get to the shop on it's a 2-lane highway. It's, you know, decent road. It was like, whew, you got out of our county and the roads were ice. And I was like, holy crap, we barely made it into the driveway of the new shop. And I'm telling you, it's like 300 yards from the county line to that place. So there was that. And then, so we turned around and went the other way out towards Jeremy's shop. And when we got to the state line, it was the same thing. As soon as you get out of Georgia, the people of Chattanooga were like, piss off, I hope you die. And I couldn't even get to the Publix that was right there on the state line between Jeremy and I.
FLN 2.0 timeline also saw the FMF and Mercenary sold out.
Yeah, the FMF. Oh, they did. Okay, so they sold out. I'm not
I didn't know
surprised.
that.
They're incredible blades.
Mhm.
They may not be sold out in both steels, so make sure you're checking both steels. What was the timeline question on
The FLN 2.0.
Okay, so that's really cool. I'll touch on that a little bit more later, but basically what Jared and I have decided to do, there's a guy who is really well known in the regrind space that's a good friend of Jared's and is going to be a friend to the company. He's going to put the grind on there that we wanted to begin with. So these blades came out of the shop that had some missteps in production, and we couldn't use a few thousand blades. And we paid for them, and by the time we got them, they were unusable. And unfortunately, they could not survive that loss of income from us continuing business. I lost the money to them. They couldn't survive without my continuing business. Terrible situation.
But
Guy's
did we
a
know
great
that?
guy.
Do we know that though?
What?
That he actually is not still in business.
I'm just going off the last thing I've talked about. He's a great guy, great human. It's just unfortunate. I think he had some employee issues. And anyway, it's a terrible situation. But they were working on the FLN 2.0s, and I didn't know that they were finishing those up. And he basically said, here's these.
Morning, Gareth.
Hope you can sell these and recoup. I'm sorry. So that's a really honorable thing. I didn't know that was going to happen, but we wanted them made out of a thinner stock, and they got made out of a thicker stock. So to combat that, Jared Neve had a great idea to hollow grind that blade, and he sent them off to this guy that's a professional in that industry.
You going to show the video?
Yeah, I'm going to finish the coffee making. These handles are really hot, in case anyone was curious about that.
Hashtag merch. Sorry, it's on this other screen. Y'all can enter the hashtag merch for, I'm going to let y'all pick. We actually had the last person that won chose some suspenders, so don't forget about.
Look, guys, don't sleep on those suspenders, man. Those things are freaking awesome. Do not. They really are.
Hey, Caleb.
Incredible.
I missed everything you just wrote. Let me go back and see what you said.
So
Oh no, abscess tooth. I'm sorry about that.
Yank that thing out, dude. Pull it out. Get the abscess tooth out of your body. I used to have a lot of employees who would have that problem when we did field work. I had more employees with that than most. That and pooping their pants. I don't really know how the two correlate, but I'm telling you, if I was getting a phone call in the middle of the freaking day, somebody was pooping themselves.
You want me on? Put you on camera too?
Nope, not yet. I'm just trying to get this stuff out of the way so that I can.
Somebody was pooping themselves.
Yeah, pooping themselves or their face was swole up.
Ricardo Vasquez says, "Can you compare the Combatant and Raider?
I can.
Why choose one versus the other? Thanks."
So the Raider's a little bit more utility, thicker blade, more of a thicker blade. The same stock thickness, however. Anyway, I'm gonna let this sit for 10 minutes.
And I think y'all know that January 15th we are having an epic drop.
Epic. That's what the kids like to say. So we stole their.
And the Combatant will be on that drop, and it is a fantastic blade.
Super.
It'll probably sell out pretty quickly. Super. I don't know how many you're making, honey, but I imagine they will sell quickly.
Yeah, it's only a couple hundred this.
And we will have the option for the extended grip on that.
So I'm going to show those. Now you can put those up there. Now you can do it instead of people looking at my side meat. That's a black blade version, which is really going to anger the people. Nightstalker.
So the blades that are going to be Murdoch's Crew. Thanks for sharpening my Combatant. Use it every day, everywhere, and for everything. Awesome. $9.99. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Thanks, brother. And you're welcome. All right, so
and when is Patreon? When is their drop going to be?
Same as 48 hours.
48.
48. Because see, we'll do 48 hours before. We'll give you 24 hours to access that, and then that way it gives me time to be able to recoup from and get everything back.
I have a question I just thought about, honey.
What is it?
When we do the Warren EDC with the extended grip, will it be able to transfer over to the original Piranha?
What do you mean?
Like, we'd be able to add it to the original Piranha. It's the same grip,
right? The extended grip? Yes, 100%. That's what makes it rad.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Raider.
Trying to figure out who to rob so I can buy a nightshade, LOL.
I would suggest getting the nightshade first. No, don't use our stuff to rob humans.
Which model do you believe is the best IWB EDC balancing size, utility, and self-defense?
Combatant. I think it's really slim. I don't know, though. You might want to go for a ringer. Because if you're going to IWB it, you probably just want that ring to stick out. So Nightstalker, I think, in that instance. I didn't hear the whole thing. I just didn't pay attention because I'm dumb. Raider and Combatant. So the difference is, so the Combatant is much more sleek. So it's a more aggressive style fighting blade, and the Raider is kind of more of a utility style where it's got more belly for, you know, prepping game and cutting heavier stock stuff than the Combatant. So it's got thicker edge, but similar profile, lengthwise anyway. So those are the two differences. We are raising the grind on the next run of the Raiders and thinning the edge out, but it'll still be just as stout of a blade. I wanted a little more slicey. That's one of the things. Actually, I was on Bob DeMarco. He asked me on kind of the middle of the week, last minute thing, where he said, hey man, look, I want to talk about American knife making. I know you've kind of had some woes in that. I think you're one of the most qualified people to talk about how, why, how hard it is, why you do it, that kind of stuff. So really good conversation. And we were talking about some of those things, and I forgot. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I completely lost my train of thought.
What were we talking about? Let me help you remember. What were we talking about?
Knives, combatants.
Combatants and raiders.
Something came
higher
out of the conversation.
grind.
Oh, that's what it was. And we got into the fact that if you do the stuff yourself, you can be nimble in smaller batches and do those changes like we're doing to the Raider. So people like the jimping, they like the rounding, they want a higher grind, a thinner blade, you know, what we've learned in heat treat and what we've learned in. I go back and add all of that stuff to the previous models. That's why the Combatant got to change. So
for the people that have been asking, the 15th drop is going to be the Combatant. You want to point them out while I say what they are?
Okay, go.
Combatant.
Here, these are both Combatants.
Nightstalker CG.
That's the blue one.
Nighthawk. Nightstalker. The CQC. And the Piranha.
Let's look at them one at a time. We'll start with the Nightstalkers. So yeah, this is a really cool grip we tried. Can you see that? Probably not. See the copper in it?
12 p.m. is going to be the time for Patreon.
Right. 2 days before, 2 days prior. So what is that? Tuesday? Something like that? That's tomorrow. Noon tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow noon.
We better get to work. Holy crap.
And if anybody wants in early on that, you can join Patreon for just $3. And you can get early access.
I will warn you, though, once you start realizing how much fun Patreon is and all the benefits you get, you'll probably stay. Most people go, I joined for $3 and I was going to quit so I could get early access and make sure I got a Nightstalker. And I ended up staying. So that's the Nightstalker. 0.125 thick steel. This is the thinner single edge. So you've got, and here's the difference between it and the CG. So the CG we call the combat grade because it's thicker and it was done for some Marines that wanted a thicker blade to pierce stuff. So
that grip, honey, I am loving that grip.
Yeah.
Is it still going to be super secret surprise?
It is a super secret blade. Surprise. It is. So see the difference? The jimping goes all the way across on the CG. It's a thicker steel. The motivator glass breaker is thicker. It's got more ring rounding. It's got a little bit of jimping here that goes all the way across, and it's rounded in the grip. So a thicker blade altogether, going to be more durable for heavy use. The CQC, close quarters combat, it's got the reverse edge sharpened.
So that grip was black G10 with copper going through it, right?
Right.
Does it have a name? Does it have a name?
Not yet. Real
People
copper.
are asking about it.
We're going to have it soon. Real coppers, not police officers, metal. And this is the Hawk. I keep all the blims for testing, so this was what I did in the black. The Hawk is also on the CG lineup. So it's got the thicker steel, the jimping all the way across, more tooling. The Combatant.
Hunter said, I like using the glass breakers as a flathead screwdriver. I didn't know you could do that.
You can, and you can also take your optics on and off with that. It's perfect. It's rounded that same dimension. I would show you that, but I may have a light, a flashlight.
Miss Told said, what's the word on the coins? And then
oh yeah, actually we're gonna vote on that today. If you would check your email, you would know which ones I chose, but you didn't, so you're done.
Did you update his email? Because he doesn't use one of those emails anymore.
I replied to his email.
Oh.
So wherever it came from. So see how that fits in there perfectly? It's like,
did you do that on purpose, or it's a happy accident?
This is a happy accident. I would love to say I'm that cool, but this is a super.
Give that Nightstalker away, CW. Okay.
So
just a minute. I got to give away the merch first. Nautilus update. We're going to talk about that. Ops Hawk updates. People are asking about that. They're being heat treated, right?
Yes, and the Ops Striker. They're both a heat treat. So combatants. Thanks for distracting me, Hunter. So here's a combatant.
People might want to know that.
With it is cool. I mean, that is what I take my weapon lights on and off with. I'm dead serious. It works perfect. I use the reverse Tonto has the same one too. So the combatant with the extended grip, and then this, it's the same knife underneath, just the grip is different.
Is the combatant grip more slimline than the Raider grip?
Yes, it is. So I put the Raider up. Of course, you would ask me.
The handles are the same across the CG, CQC, and the Nighthawk.
Correct. So you can interchange them. So yes, the handle is slimmer line. And to compensate for that, you see I put this extra finger well so that you get a little bit more grip. It takes up a little less room on your belt line for that reason. And this just kind of gives you a little bit beefier grip. It's a beefier blade, and then this is a... For
people asking about the DP1, that's going to be March 15th.
That's right.
It's going to have its own drop. I don't know if we're adding anything else to that.
Nope. That'll be... That's what we're going to try to do now. New blade releases will stand on their own. And then the Piranhas, and we got an extended grip coming from for the Piranha.
Oh, let me do this merch giveaway.
I don't know where those went.
So if you win this, you can pick what you want out of any merch that we have within reason.
I just think all the TKians should know.
Caleb! Woohoo! Caleb, hail!
What the hell?
You won. I hope that makes your toothache a little bit better.
Yeah, what better cure for a aching face than wrap it in a TKL shirt? Put some ice in it. Put that thing on there. I was talking about stuff. I don't even know. I got super excited for Caleb. Oh yeah, coffee. Has it been 10 minutes? I probably don't need to do a full steep. I think last time I realized that maybe I shouldn't.
Am I supposed to be showing you over there?
No way, man, because you know what happened last time I used this thing? I did an espresso grind and it shot freaking all over me.
Hey, Neves is on. You want to talk about your stuff since he's on?
We just did.
You didn't show the video.
Freaking Jared, be on time, for F's sakes. It's anyway, so I managed not to get coffee all over my boobs, which is great. I did say boobs because I'm a child of the 90s. So let me pour this coffee in the cup, and then, so Jared.
Say boobs anymore?
You can't. People don't. They say stuff like, that I'm not going to say.
He said fashionably late.
Fashionably. You're a fashionable guy. I look like a foot, and Jared's always well-dressed, and he smells nice, and I smell like a water buffalo in heat. It's just, I just made that up. That should be a t-shirt. So, the hollow grind, I wanted to show the video now that I've got the coffee crap out of the way, if I can figure out how to do this. So Jared and I were actually texting about this yesterday where we were discussing the thickness, and I think we're going to go 15th out behind the edge. So this is just going to show what this dude is capable.
It's kind of reflective, but you can.
Well, tell him to
pull it back where you had it.
Oh, I didn't do that. It zoomed in. So if you look, and he describes it as kind of a hawkbill grind. And these are the first three that he sampled. And I personally, from the video, was like, yep, that's what we're doing. So we're going to get him to hollow grind these. And then we're going to bring them back for nickel boron. And then he's going to sharpen them. And then we're going to sell them to you circus animals.
You want to show the blade?
Oh, my God. Hold on. I'm having a moment. freaking, just
So
look at
what
it.
is a hollow grind for people?
So a
like
hollow
me that
grind
don't know?
is, let's do visual. Can you see the fat kid on the camera? So a regular grind, flat grind, they call it, is flat. A hollow grind is, it's a convex. So it's going to be, that's cool that I can do that with my fingers. It's hollow. So it goes thick, thin, thick, which what that does is it gives you behind the edge thickness to make the edge as stable as a flat grind, but then it is super slicey.
He
because
said
it's,
show the second video.
it's, send it to me, please, ma'am.
Did I not
So,
send it?
I don't know.
Yeah, let me send it.
I just, I play one on TV. So when you've got the thicker behind the edge thickness, that creates a wider opening, but there's less resistance because there's less material right behind that. So it's kind of a diamond tip behind the edge thickness and then into the hollow grind. So it's got a diamond, which means it opens up material, and then it goes into, and it pushes material out, and that shit, I mean, it freaking cuts.
So the blade is going to be super strong because it's thick.
Right. So it's a
Otherwise-
165 thick blade. Here is what we're starting with. So this is the same exact thing from that video, pre-hollow grind. And I didn't think the dude would be able to do it because of this curve, but he freaking did it. So that's going to thin this edge out to 15 thou. Guy's a professional. I don't know if he wants his name
I
mentioned.
sent you the video.
So Jared, you can, if you want to, you can type his name. Some people don't want to be known for that. Anyway, we're going to use this guy, and here's the thing, guys. You're going to have to be prepared. We've got, this is an additional cost, but it is going to be a literally, I think, an industry-changing blade. Yesterday, I was on podcast with Bob DeMarco. He was talking how much he loved the original FLN, like Blade 1, and then I told him what we were doing with this one, so that'll come on his podcast when he does that American knife-making thing. Well, we'll talk about it a little more, but he was so jazzed that he was texting me and calling me after we did the recording yesterday afternoon. And I'm telling you, a hollow grind, it's a mini karambit without calling it a karambit because Jared and I didn't design it as that. But it turned into, that's kind of what people think. And this thing is going to be freaking wicked. And the issues we had with retention on the sheath, we're going to go away because we're going to put that diamond in the sheath that grabs onto this eyeball thing. So it's going to have that positive click, and you'll be able to, I mean, it's going to be.
Are you going to show that video?
No, I'm too excited.
Are you going to be able to reverse sharpen that one also?
I don't like doing that because that's going to take away the tip stability that we have by putting that swedge on the back. And I know a lot of people had me do that on the last one, but it's really going to make that tip brittle. So you're going to get the strength in it from that diamond-shaped hollow grind and the slicing capability. And I would advise, I don't think we should. I really don't. But I mean, if the circus animals say do it. Okay, here's the other video. Jared said this
Also,
one.
that hole in the top
You
is
got me
going to
over
help
here?
with the sheath.
Right,
too.
that's for retention. So let's watch this in silence and just have a moment. I do not know how he got this line so straight and this so smooth and clean. I can't hollow grind. I cannot do it. I've tried it for years. So why not let a professional do what a professional does?
Yeah, I think you said it right. That's going to be a game-changing blade.
I mean, Bob
I've never seen
DeMarco
anything like that.
said he thought it was before because it jumps into the karambit space, but it's short enough to be concealable, and you can have a short sheath that makes every person be able to carry it and deploy it because we didn't go up onto the grip. Look at this freaking...
All of these are going to have the ring grip.
Yeah, so
integral.
we did not get the batch complete because they went out of business. So we're not going to have these with the ability to... Man, dude does incredible work. Woo! I'm not going to say... He's talking about details on how he did it. I don't want to say too much or give away too much. But you guys that are new to this, you realize this is me with 0 caffeine? Yeah, it's a true story. Just you wait. The hate will begin now.
Good question, Nameless Drifter. He said, could this guy do hollow grinds on some of those 005s?
I think that's what he does. I think that's his business, is doing hologrinds. If Jared's still on, he could probably pop in and answer that. If not, I'll ask him if he's already jumped off.
He said it looks so sick.
Oh, I can't wait to get it in my hand. I cannot wait. And we were kind of debating, do we nickel boron them? And then, because right now they're just straight out of heat treat and temper. So they're not nickel boron. So I thought, because nickel boron is one of the most lubricious substances on the planet, that we should, can you imagine a fucking hollow grind? I bleeped it. With that speed that nickel boron brings to the table, how that thing is going to go through pigs, wink, wink. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why we use nickel boron to begin with, so we can get away with steeper grinds and they'll cut better, because that lubricity is so high in nickel boron that it pushes material away. Can you? Let's just think about that for a minute, what that's going to do through substrate and material. With a 165-foot blade behind it. Oh, well, you know, I didn't think this project was going to happen, because we went months and months and months without hearing anything. All of a sudden, I get a video and I sent it to Jared. I'm like, holy crap, here it is. And he's like, looks awesome. Well, they weren't exactly what we wanted, but this hollow grind idea is 100% Jared's idea. And it's freaking brilliant. It's such a good idea. I've been seeing a guy pop up on other people's stuff now. He's about to be famous. I don't know if you guys knew that. He's on my thing, which means I'm more famouser than his, because I've never been on his thing.
Yes, you have. Not on his live.
Yeah, not on his live. Just saying. JS.
Paul Marogi, I don't know why I just realized there's no 006. What's up with that?
So the 006 has been created. It's a spear point. But Tomas Alas wanted the 007 so bad that we took what was number 6, the Tonto, and switched the names. So the same shop that jacked up Jared's blade jacked up the rest of the agents. So it got skipped. But we are going to go back this year and pick up the 6, which was the 7, but it's now the 6, to add as much confusion as possible. So Nate, if you're on, these coffee beans are freaking incredible. So you guys hold on.
So for the person that asked me to give away a Nightstalker, I'm going to do that.
Hot. Woo. And by the way, guys, thanks for sending stuff in.
Hashtag Nightstalker.
Ooh. FLN. Do you guys know why it's the FLN? Yeah, it's supposed to be felon.
This will be even more effective, which is hard to even imagine, but it also allows many sharpenings without loss of geometry from knives.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, and look, if it looks, or if it performs the way it looks on video, y'all don't even know. We are not going to be able to keep a hold of these blades. The trouble then is going to be backing into, it's going to be popular. Like the 001 has been stupid popular knife. So we're going to be, but we did just open a new shop. So we're about 5 times bigger in our new facility, excuse me, nasty, than we were in the old shop. So those of you that have come by to see the new shop, it's almost finished. The office side, they were actually in the snowstorm. I know you northerners are saying snowstorm and laughing because 4 inches is nothing, but I'm from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, so I get it. They were laying flooring and painting, which once the flooring is done, we're going to tear ass, and all the offices will be done. The little crew break room and kitchen and all that stuff are going to be done. The showroom will be done, so we can start fitting the showroom out. And then all the crap that's in the front of the big, huge shop space is going to go over, and that's where the expansion
Austin James is the Warren EDC, the same handle size as the Piranha.
It's the same exact handle platform. Same handle platform. So, you know what we got to do? We got a new graphic arts guy that's local who's awesome. He's a friend of one of our new employees. I want to do the rendering of this and an outline and do some patches for it too. I'm going to start doing that for all the stuff. I'm going to do PVC patches with the blade name and maybe an outline of them, because I obviously collect patches, so I've got hundreds. So I want to do that too. along with the Be Less Dumb shirt. That's going to be the Blade Show 2025 shirt. So that, where's the Band-Aids? Here they are. So let's get me over here. So the Be Less Dumb Band-Aid that comes with all the knives now, we've had to up that to 2 because people are being more dumb and cutting themselves.
Cobra, I'll set you aside some brimstone grip.
This has got crap on it, sorry. Anyway, so I broke it. Anyway, so the t-shirt is going to have this logo, Be Less Dumb TKL Knives, on the front. And I'm pretty excited to see about 18 of these floating around Blade Show this year. Pretty exciting. So that's going to be the new Blade Show t-shirt. Those are in process. We're doing the Be Less Dumb Band-Aid PVC patches that are in process. I think we should do these for across the board. Holy caffeine, that coffee is stout. So, like, I'm so jacked up that my eyes are sweating. Whew. So anyway, next.
Do you have an estimate on when the op strikers are going to start shipping?
They're heat treating right now. So depending on that process, how long it takes, we're actually, you guys don't know if you know, we had some surface finish issues. We decided to start surface grinding everything first. So we had some sample batches of the surface grind stuff, and in heat treat, they freaking went crazy, which is odd because surface grinding properly, if you remove equal material from both sides, is supposed to stress relieve that steel before you heat treat it and help keep them straight. So for some reason, the opposite happened. But
thank you, Fish Ranch, $5. LOL, I totally stabbed my finger playing with the Century grip on my striker.
Yeah, so that the whole reason we're including the Be Less Dumb Band-Aids. So I'm going to tell you now, rancher of the fish, be less dumb. I think that's awesome that was kind of our shop motto and has now become a TKL thing. Oh, mistold. So you asked about the challenge coins. If you would answer your emails and be less dumb, it works everywhere. I think I like, do you have a picture of that, C-Dub?
Morning, Daddy.
Do you have it? Morning, sir. A picture
he
of...
said, good morning, kids.
Shuren. Let me find this from, and look, you guys know I'm not super formal, so yes, I am checking my email.
Oh, he said you forgot to hit send on your email to Fish or to Mistold.
How would he know that?
Because he didn't get the email.
Or he's just dumb and doesn't know how to read emails. Goodness gracious, Suzanne.
What?
I just got a collaborator request on my phone.
From?
This one word. Period. Not kidding. Not kidding.
For what?
I don't know. I just saw it from... It's in my inbox. This guy's a reality TV star, and I know him. It's funny.
A little bit of an inside joke.
Yeah. If you guys watch that show, you might recognize that. You might not. Super great human, but intense, man. Where is this?
Honey,
no, it doesn't matter. This is my movie.
Can I tell your story about punching somebody while you're doing
Oh my
this?
God. Okay.
Tim was telling me last night how he punched somebody for throwing a firecracker on him.
Look, guys, the nice cuddly teddy bear was not always. What an embarrassing
Adarin
thing.
said MKC wants to collab with a bunch of smiley faces.
That's probably where. Never mind.
No, apparently Tim used to like to beat people up all the time.
I was such a shithead.
But not anymore. He's reformed.
I was not. Here's the thing. What email did you send that to,
Okay,
Lee?
don't. You're interrupting the stream.
This is my house. We do this every
Here,
week.
let's give away this blade while you
find it. I'm trying to find the stupid picture and download it, and then we're going to get the...
I'm going to give y'all a Nightstalker while he looks for this.
I don't know. See, here's the thing. It's probably in my outbox because he's dumb. Oops.
What year did the very first Nightstalker get sold? Man, that was probably the first year, wasn't it?
So here's the
2019?
original blade, the very first Nightstalker. Let's grab this on 2. So this is the first one.
Do it vertical because I'm about to give away this blade.
So I made this knife, and this is black Cerakote, in probably late 2018. No, 2019, because that's really before we got popular. So this was the first Nightstalker that I made, and you can see where I kind of ground it a little bit too thin here. And
JL or JEI. Is that an L or I?
I don't know.
Congratulations, you won a Nightstalker.
So 2000. No, I think this was 18. I still think this was 2018. So I made this one, and I was selling them hand ground in this configuration. And as you can imagine, they went really, really popular. Where's the first? So that grip was born out of the Nightshade Reverse Tonto, because I wanted something that you could carry that was ultra light and concealable, but still get a full grip both ways. So this was the first blade. I used to hand grind these all in, then I got to water jetting and then heat treat, and then I would grind the edges in, and people kept asking for a drop point. So that's where this came from. So I made the first Nightstalker, and we have made thousands upon thousands.
Yeah, if you've never
things.
tried any of our blades, try a Nightstalker. Everybody loves them. They're generally all
Look at that. That drives me nuts. You see how that freaking plunge grind is off center? This was the first one I ever made, and I'm super critical of it. But look how much similar the
Dustin Pratt, can you do an adversary giveaway? Yes, I will.
You guys. So let's just thank Jeremy for being able to deal with my freaking insanity and turning these hand ground blades into
you won
the masterpieces that they are right now. So yeah, late 18, early 19 was the first Nightstalker I ever made. I don't know. There's a lot of blades that look like it or have that similar platform that are out in the world. I don't know how many were before. I don't know how many are now. I've had some people be very flattering and say that T-Kill knives, there's a lot of people that we've made an impact on the industry. I just think I'm a fat kid in my basement making blades, man. That's kind of what I think.
Dan Lopez, all of them have shipped unless it's a grip color. Would you mind emailing us?
Yeah, reach out, tkillknives@gmail.com or customer service @tkillknives.com. Please.
Yeah, I always feel free to reach out.
Mm-hmm. But it's probably going to be a grip. We are kind of trying to figure out, like, sometimes our printer just will omit like one about every 1,000 orders. And I'm like, that's really weird. I don't know why it doesn't. It doesn't like us. Or you.
Jason Tolentino says, just got the Mercenary, by far one of the best, if not my favorite blade of all time.
So
that's awesome.
I say this a lot. There's so many blades, and here's the new grip color if you guys haven't seen it yet. So this is going to be the Urban Shadow grip, because it's kind of gray man. So, and then it's got the orange in it from, I don't know if it's going to show up. Did we debate this? Yeah. So see how that looks like fire? So that's under a black light, which a lot of people use for tracking. If you drop your blade in the woods and you're using it, then you can find it easily. So that's the new grip. But the Mercenary, it's a really overlooked blade, I think, because there's so much in this space, in this size. But when people get it, it's a TKL through and through with the ergonomics, the speed of the blade, how quickly it transitions forward and reverse. It's a great, great, great knife. It gets overlooked a lot because I think there's so many, but it was the first knife with the locking retention sheath because I started that, just so you know. I'll die on that hill because I had never seen that before, where you had a sheath that you could lock so that nobody could steal it off your plate carrier or your side.
Redbeard Preacher, we are currently in the works to make the folders with the company that we mentioned before.
Reckman, River's Edge Cutlery. They are making our American-made folder for us. I've been in contact with them, so they're working on it. They've had some challenges with the lock, so I'm excited to see what they can do. And basically taking the feedback you guys who did the CW folder launch project on Patreon.
And we did get some more of those ordered, so for people that have complained that they didn't get one, we're going to release those
you guys they
on Patreon soon.
Told you guys. I told you. Told you. You don't believe me when I say they're going to sell out. You think it's marketing.
What tricks do you know how to do with a blade, Tim?
I can cut stuff. I can slice stuff. I can peel things. I can sharpen a blade. I can sheath it. I can unsheath it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not like a...
Mitchell, I don't know about that, but if you want to do some sort of a payment plan, you can email us.
Yeah, Sezzle. That's what we did.
Well, he asked if you could do a monthly payment.
Well, yeah, we used to do that. I don't know if our new payment process... I mean, this is just a flipping of the knife, but I don't know. I just do some stuff that makes sense for carry and transitioning blades. I don't know what they're called. Like sweet moves, bro. But we had
Small
one
screwdriver update.
Nothing right now. I'm waiting to hear back from them. They're such a giant freaking company that it's supposed to be a slow burn.
Isaac Stocky. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Have you ever done a strength torture test video with the Nightstalker CG? Have we?
Not that one. I quit doing those videos when I ran out of time to do those videos.
but I did buy you a new pork loin.
Yes, I've got a new loin in the refrigerator that I'm gonna carve up. We're gonna do it on the shooting range, which is just down the hill, because I have the dummies for close quarter shooting and fighting. I just was gonna put arms on the dude and slice him up, but it got super cold and then we started moving shops, so I ate it. We're gonna do it.
Are you gonna give the update for the Nautilus?
I wish I had the picture. So I thought I had it, but anyway, basically we had some overwater jetted Nightstalkers that I thought we were going to lose our ass on, but then we're machining a profile, coming up with a new grip, taking the ring off, and you guys have seen, and they even have my freaking proto. Damn it. This is a really bad update.
Yeah, this is a bad update.
Anyway, they'll probably be done. It's got the new style jimping front and back. The further drop, I kind of used this jump style
from Dennis.
The FLN. So it's got a very similar drop away with a thumb rest on it to this. So you'll recognize that. But the exciting part about that is they're actually in production now. So we put them on the schedule for a release date. When is that?
Let me look.
I put them on the schedule because we've had this deal. A bajillion broken Nightstalkers. But look, there's 300 of those. That's it.
I don't see it on here.
That's it.
I don't know where you may have amended this schedule.
I did. But anyway, they're going to come probably closer to spring. We're pushing away from doing any big drops around Blade Show because of Melissa's blade. So we're going to be dropping the FLN 2.0 on the schedule. It'll be by itself because like the DP1, the Warren EDC, and the FLN 2.0, those are going to be standalone because those knives will speak for themselves. Because
Raquel, this is not done, Mitchell. Hey, Raquel, what's up? And welcome.
So fast.
Mitchell wanted us to shout out. It's our first show.
Thanks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're going to have to suffer through the insanity that is this chubby kid on the TV. Maybe you can do it on a small phone, like an iPhone SE or something, so it's not quite so jarring to
I love this comment from Thomas Maloney. Is anyone else still thinking about that frickin' FLN? Like, wow.
Y'all don't even know. One thing I love about doing collaborations, and especially with dudes like Jared, is that, and Bob asked me this on his thing, like, why do you do these? Because this is something huge companies do, not small boutique guys like yourself. Because I thought these blades were jacked up. And then somebody like Jared looks at it and goes, hey, why don't we hollow grind? I'm like, that's genius. He didn't get where he's at from being an idiot. I mean, I got where I'm at from being an idiot on TV, you know. This is TV now. That's what I think. on YouTube. But he knows a lot about the industry, a lot about knife grinds, and so does Bob DeMarco and Tomas Alas and Melissa Backwoods and all the people that we've done stuff with. They all bring their own unique perspective and subject matter experts and industry knowledge to the table, and we come up with some cool shit. And I really like the process. Like, these would have been, I basically said, I don't know if you even want to do this, but here's what we've got. And then I think it was like 4.2 milliseconds later, he's like, how about hologram? And I'm like, holy shit. Yes. How about that? So I love collabs. I really, really love them. And I think I don't know about the rest of the industry, but a lot of these people that I've met in the knife industry fancy themselves as, I'm an expert and you can't tell me anything. And, you know, Joe Schmuckatelli's knife brand is the best and I'm not going to listen to anybody. I've never taken myself that seriously, and I've never discounted what our customers and other people in the industry have said, because everybody has the potential to do something unique. So why wouldn't I listen to that?
When's the FLN 2.0 drop going to be?
Well, we're going to get further into the hollow grind process and see how that goes. Because, you know, myself and Jared, we're going to have to see consistency so that we can provide the product that he's proud to put his name on, I'm proud to put my name on. So I don't know. But what I do know is the blades are done. So that's good.
I didn't know this. Neve said, I'm hoping to do a bayonet style knife with TKL after the FLN if he's down. I got a sick design.
I mean, do you have to ask? Yup. That's the...
What's a bayonet?
So a bayonet clicks onto the front of a rifle. So when it gets real bad, that you're that close and you've got no more bullets and you got to stick somebody with the end of your rifle, it's bad. I will never forget bayonet training in the Marine Corps.
That sounds awesome.
It's funny because bayonet training in the Marine Corps, the first round happens at boot camp, and then you get into a little bit more some of your other trainings later. But you've got these kids. I mean, I was 17, went in on a waiver from my parents. So 17, 18, maybe up to 21 years old, people running around like smooth-faced little kids trying to act like warriors out there. Ah! It's pretty awesome.
Mom said, Daddy said, good attitude, Tim.
I don't know what we're talking about, but thank you. I'm not sure.
Do you have any pry bars to give away? Do we even make pry bars?
Everybody pries with the TS-87. That's what it's made for. Did you guys know? Did we talk about that?
Oh, they wanted to see the backwoods blade, too.
The UK and Great Britain have picked up the TS-87 to issue to all their air crews. How effing cool is that? What an honor. You know what I mean? My screw winder's going to be flying around over in Europe, man. That's real cool. That's real neat. I hate that I clean up in here every 45 minutes because I put stuff. Oh, wow. Well, that was fast. Found it. I think this is the final. No, this looks like the long, weird one.
And also, they were asking about the axe. Hunter said, did you happen to remember to print another axe?
I don't have the final geo on it to get it.
CW, can you give away a Bushman? Okay, so the next giveaway, I was going to do an adversary, and we could probably do a Bushman too.
Bushman's another one of those overlooked blades that I think is pretty rad. That I'll
go ahead and set that up while he looks for this.
So you know how Melissa will jump on these live sometimes?
Mm-hmm.
If Jared and Melissa jumped on at the same time, would there be a fight? Would it be like an influencer fight?
No. Everybody would just be like forgetting about you and talking to them.
Which is really good because they're way cooler than me, so that makes it a lot easier for me to be.
So he said a bayonet that can be pocket carry belt or put on a Picatinny rail? What is that?
Oh, lady, you think there are nearly 100 firearms in this room, and you don't know what a pick rail is?
Look, that's why people like me.
That's right, because you're innocent.
Because I don't know
into your stuff. That's the...
Neve said, I love Melissa, but I'm also territorial.
Yeah, and look, he does blade training, so JS. The name of the knife was going to be the Felon until I got chicken shit about it. So you put the pieces together, I think we know who's...
I loved that name, too.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I listened to people that were too scared or if I was too scared. But whatever. People understand it now. This is not the right knife. This is the longer version.
Well, so you can just kind of explain.
Just imagine this, but shorter. By about this itty much. So that's the Warren EDC. On the Piranha platform, it's going to have an extended grip and a ring grip. The ring grip we already have. So, yeah, that's going to be it. That'll be it, bleed. Sure, don't you know? A pick rail is the thing that all the scopes and my lights attach to on all my firearms. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
I've seen it's already rad. I think we probably don't need to make it bayonet lug. Well, I don't know if we could do all that. I have seen kits where you can. Hey man, I got a machinist. I got 3.
Adam Keevy, you're gonna make Blade Show? That would be awesome.
Heck yeah, man. Man, it was awesome. Like the TKL booth, it was jumping. One of the guys that works for us now, Jacob, he waited an hour in line to talk to me to ask if I would hire him. And now I'm glad he did because
now he's one of our best workers.
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, because he came and then he brought his friend Dustin.
Yep.
Who's like a super secret sniper.
Those 2 are really great.
It's changed
We're
the company.
very lucky.
It really has. It's taken our company. We're incredibly blessed because they're just like angels.
So the Piranha extended grip will be with the Warren EDC. It's going to be shipped as a kit.
Right.
So there's going to be the ring grip, the extended grip, and just the regular grip.
Right. In the package together.
Yeah, we're working on some cool.
Which you guys understand. That's going to push the price of that blade up because it's going to come as a kit. But we're also working on making all of these blades kits too. So like the striker that we've had forever, I want to do a kit that comes with the striker, the striker extended grip, and the Sentry grip all in the same package. So you basically are buying 3 knives. You know, because I think it's pretty rad that you can take the grips off and turn it into a ringer or a full length knife and still keep the same blade.
I've actually never even seen the show Naked and Afraid.
No, neither of us have.
We just know her from the industry.
Yeah, we ran into her at CanCon the first time.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. I had literally had no clue at all.
Mm-hmm. AJ said, anyone else thinking Naked and Afraid pinup etch request will be made? LOL.
I know for sure from this company that won't happen. I can promise you that. No pinups here. But hey, maybe that's an idea for somebody else that makes posters. But yeah, so I felt kind of bad because C-Dub recognized who she was from the industry. And look, here's the thing, you guys, I now have more knives than guns because thank you to the industry for teaching me stuff, and you guys send me stuff, and I do trades for everybody's blades, and I've become an official full-fledged free knife geek. So I've got a few hundred knives and almost 100 firearms. So we were at CanCon selling our blades, and I just was kind of like, hey, cool, when can I go shoot some stuff? So I didn't really know. I didn't recognize her. But CW's like, do you know who that is? I was like, no. Should I? No, I do. Great human. Great ideas on this collab for an EDC
yeah, lots
blade.
Of people are saying they found us through her.
Yeah. So it's been a great... That's the thing. Like, for instance, the 2 people we're talking about most today, Jared and Melissa. So she comes from more of an outdoor or everyday carry blade style that she prefers, and Jared and myself also come more from the you get up in this business. I'm gonna put something on top of your skin that's gonna make you leave forever. So
show us all the knives you own from Peach.
Oh my gosh!
I know. I'm always telling him, show the knives, show the knives.
You want me to show all the gifts?
Oh, cover up your area.
No, that's fine. I just won't touch it. I just won't. I'll just adjust my shirt. There's nothing to see here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, isn't it weird? In my basement, around firearms, in the middle of the country, I have a pistol on me.
So no, I don't think that you will only be able to buy the Piranha extended grip from getting the kit.
That's just
it'll
the
be
debut
available. That's just when we're
because that was an idea that she had to do. So we're gonna release it first with that, and then subsequently we'll follow it up. What do you guys want to see from over here? I've only got like...
Is that what y'all were talking about? These knives or the
7 Microtechs? People like those. There's some standouts over here that are probably my favorites. I mean, I got a bunch of freaking ringed folding karambits, ring blades, fixed blades. The guy, Jacob, that works in the shop, he's a big folder fan, and he comes in here and he's like, you understand how many thousands and thousands of dollars in high-end folders that people have sent you and traded you? I'm like, no. But I think they're good.
Dustin, you mean his top 5 that we make or top 5 on the wall?
Probably on the wall. Probably.
Okay, do the top 5 of all the ones over there.
Man, that is so hard. Okay. We all know this one's going to be in there. I freaking love this thing.
The wall is what he was talking about.
Look. I love this freaking Civivi. I love it. It's fun. It's fidgety. It's cool. It has such a good lockup and is so smooth, and I love this cool lock. And this little sheep's foot is, I just love this knife. Somebody's going to yell at me for not knowing what it's called. I like this one a lot. I just,
here's this next for the adversary. I made it simple for y'all. It's just hashtag ad.
This is also one of my favorites. So this is a JSOC Microtech that I got from Stephen Clayton. I traded for that because
Stephen on. I haven't seen him today.
He hates us now. I'm telling you. But yeah, I like this one. I mean, this is not going to be top 5. These are just going to be the 5 that I see off the top of my head that I love.
Chance Gwaltney, imagine living in a country that doesn't even allow owning, carrying a folding knife. God bless America. Where are you from, Chance?
That's gross, man. I think this Pinkerton's really rad, too. I mean, of course, this Riot has got some super cool factors. I've got a few Riots. I like this one. This is going to be way more than 5. Where's my freaking Riot Karambit? I love that thing. Somebody steal it?
Oh, you were just saying hypothetically. You actually are from Georgia. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I like this one.
What's your favorite fixed blade over there, though?
Oh, what? I don't know. You know, lady, which one have I been the craziest about?
Wasn't it one of those ones Raymond Johnson sent you that was like a Chinese blade that you liked?
Man. Whoa, this one is a really, really high up on my list. You guys are going to scream at me. Who makes it? It's so terrible. What is this? I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's still, I cannot believe there are still adversaries available on the website. That's crazy to me.
I guess I like it.
Oh, sorry. Let me put you over.
It's very TKL-esque. This is an Italian company, I'm pretty sure.
No, you don't have a Hinderer, do you, honey?
No, I do not. I don't think so.
Yojo76 said, so sad Winkler not on the list. Top Street Scalpel 2 is a great knife.
I have a Winkler.
I like the tours because they feel similar. I think
I do too.
Stuff.
Let's see if I can pick my favorite.
I always gravitate towards stuff that's like ours. So
yeah, I think so too. Which one is this one? I love this one. Is this the Jank Shank? Is that what this one's called? Man, this one's wicked. I guess I like the stuff that I think I would carry or that I could see myself having designed.
Yeah.
So I do like the Tour Fixies. I think this is the Jank Shank.
Show the Microtech Bastinelli Karambit.
Okay. This is it. Here. Isn't that it? Yeah. So you guys are going to make me
My
look.
fave non-TKL is my Williams TRC. Are those the brothers? Are those the guys that I talked to at Blade Show? Well, I don't know if they're brothers, but
yeah, so
if it's the people I'm thinking of, I like their stuff too. Yeah, we were supposed to be doing a big idea design collab, but I reached out to them and I haven't heard back yet.
I guess we took too long and they don't like us anymore. So yeah, this is the Bastinelli Microtech Karambit claw looking thing. And what you see is you get the high end of the Microtech machining capabilities and then you get Bastinelli's design. And he's got some chops. This thing is nasty. Nasty.
CW Fave 5. Did y'all tell me to name my favorite 5? I love my Microtech that Josh gave me.
Yeah, here's the Microtech that Josh Lindsay gave her. I can tell you, I know these
I
are
like the Warncliffs.
these are the two that I know of for sure. This Protech that she really liked. This Protech is nasty. That opener is just, you got to hang on to this thing. And then Josh gave her this at Blade Show. It's a limited edition Microtech, number 6. No, made in 06, but serial number 45. This was a Blade Show edition.
Yeah, Williams. I loved their stuff at Blade Show, and I hear that everything sells out.
Man, you know, there's so many over here. Maybe we should talk about these more. Because
we don't have a half face, do we?
Yeah, I have 2 or 3.
Oh, okay. The description of the adversary on your website is .125 BW, 3-inch handle and 6-inch overall.
Yeah, that's not right.
Yeah, that's not correct.
So, that is not correct. Yeah, this is a half face. This is, oh my gosh, that cable.
AJ, my better half is asking what blades CW carries regularly. Thanks in advance. I always have the Nightstalker CQC on me.
Yep. These are 2 half faces. Absolutely beautiful. Their handle work is just, they do some really pretty stuff. I've always been afraid to like do anything with it because the handles look like I'd break them.
Do we have any Emersons or Pinkertons?
I have a Pinkerton, and I said earlier, it's one of my favorites. This, I like cool stuff. You know what I mean? Like stuff that's unique.
For the adversary, which is the combatant Warncliffe, fantastic blade.
I have this Pinkerton.
I've got the screen up if you want to put that vertical.
I've carried this a bunch. I don't remember. I think I traded Steven for this.
It's weird not seeing Steven on here.
Yeah, what the heck, yo? So I don't know if you can tell, but this one draws itself as you pull it, and it's a Pical. It's cool.
Mike's Knives, congratulations!
Really cool. The Pinkerton, man. It's I like this Terzula. I tell you, one of the fixed blades that surprised me the most is this collaboration that Michael Emler did. It is so comfortable. I think it's a Wii. Yeah, this is a Wii knife. Such a comfortable knife.
I always hear Tim saying Pical style.
Pical style.
Italian accent anytime I see a Pical blade now, LOL.
Man, it's
me
tough.
too.
You know, I got that from that crazy psycho looking. Oh, you know what? It may have been this one that I like so much.
No, you don't need to just subscribe. You just have to enter the hashtag word. We've already given away
we don't
the
mind
last
that you
one.
subscribe. We obviously want you
We
to.
would prefer you to follow us, subscribe, whatever. Yep.
Man, there's so many good ones. I've gone way over 5.
Hey, Not Frank Castle's on. Good morning.
This is another Protech. Is this that Protech you like so much? Was this it?
You still working on your blade, Not Frank Castle?
Yeah, that thing was good, man.
What knife are you carrying today, honey?
The Striker with the extended grip.
Man, you've been carrying that a lot.
I've been loving it. I know the guy who makes it. I like him. Man, see, here's the thing. There's so many incredible blades over here. I'm trying to think about that one that you just went crazy with, and I told you I'd give it back to you. I don't remember.
Sheep's Foot Combatant coming this year also?
Maybe. What I'm trying not to do.
Oh, good question, Scott. He said, what's the least liked one?
I would never say that. I like all my children equally. Some of that would be personal just because of things that have happened within the industry.
God bless y'all, Cheryl. Y'all have a good time at church.
Oh, man. See, I'm over here playing with stuff like I don't even know.
Would you trade one of your blades at CW? What do you mean? One of my blades? Or one of the ones he's talking about?
That Terzula Fox is good.
Pete Sake said the MKC one.
What?
What?
You guys want to see it? No.
DD, yeah, but every family has that one kid.
I was that one kid. I don't know. So many incredible. And then here's the thing. There's 20 that I don't have room to put up on the wall yet, so I haven't had a chance to play with them as much. So you guys gave me permission to put these at the new shop so that when we start doing content over there, we're going to build another one of these at the new shop because there's so many incredible knives. I know if I went through all of them, I know I'm missing some that I do remember the very first knife that somebody sent me. That was Scott Anderson. This one.
Tops Cut 4.0 is also a great knife. From
It is.
Mark
It is.
Cannon.
And that was the first one somebody accused me of ripping off. This is the first knife I ever got sent.
Didn't we make the Nightstalker first, though? Or
no, actually, I thought we did because I was like, I'd never seen this before. But then I found out that's been around for like a bajillion years.
Oh.
Like, oh, oops. Sorry.
Mike D, I received my Bushman yesterday and it's absolutely perfect. Thank you for your attention to detail. It's great that there are still makers who care about what they do and charge a fair price. Thank you.
Tremendously. And that's another thing I got to talk about on Bob's podcast was that there are all of the major places that are internet retailers of blades have reached out. They all want our stuff. But then we start getting into the conversation of, okay, this is what I can give you off and make any dollars. And they all want like 30%. I literally do not have 30% margin. So, and to me, it doesn't make sense for me to jack the prices of the stuff on my website.
No, Rod JN. Hell no.
Do I even need to know?
Have a Fisher Blades Beckwith Covert. Nice knife. That thing would go in the trash.
Yeah, that was pretty personal too, guys. There's a whole lot behind that company and how it got started.
Sorry.
Not sure if you know that one of the Fisher brothers used to work for me. Did you know that? Yeah. That's a fun story when you dive into it. So you learn a lot about this industry when you're nice to people. Yeah, C-double, she'll take that and stick you with it. Yeah, it's a great knife. And the design inspirations behind that knife they're really good. Really good. You're welcome.
Isaac Stocky. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. You should do a collaboration with Stroop Knives.
I've met him a couple times. I think he's kind of like me in the same boat that he's really busy making his own stuff, and it doesn't make sense for two people that make similar styles to, you know what I mean? Like, when I do a collaboration with somebody like Jared or Melissa or Bob or Tomas, these guys are martial artists or are influencers that have handled 1.5 million knives or outdoors enthusiasts or respected in a different part of the industry than another knife maker. And I think that if you were to get two reputable makers in the same room that both make tactical style blades, it probably would not be easy because I'm going to think we should do it my way and another guy's going to think we should do that. That's probably why you don't see a whole lot of blade company mashups. Like, I understand Microtech Bastinelli, they're both Italian guys.
Well, everybody said he's French the last time we said that.
Who?
Bastinelli.
Okay. So,
I didn't know that. That's what somebody said.
Really? I didn't. Are you sure about that?
I think somebody said that. Because I was like, he's Italian, and they're like, I think he's from France or something.
You know who knows? The all-seeing eye of Google. So, I don't know. Look, they did it, and, you know, like when we worked with Steve Tarani brought the karambit to the West. The guy's been in CIA and CQB trainer. So he brought stuff to the industry that I didn't know. Where is...
What an honor to NW the first Semper Fi brother from Scott Anderson. I guess he means like he gave you the first
Yes, that's
one.
what I said. He sent the first two knives, actually, and that was foreign to me.
Bastien has French and Italian parents and came from France.
So the Italian is the last name.
Mom said Google Pants always knows.
That's right, man. Juggle that crap. So yeah, maybe they like each other. I don't know. I don't know. I don't see a whole lot of...
Yeah, I don't see like a Tour, TKL, Stroop, like any of... Because we're kind of all in that same space.
Yeah,
so...
I mean, I can imagine if I got in the same room with Tour. Because we're both going to be like, no, we need to do it this way. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, that would be tough. Now, obviously, I would collaborate with a folder maker because I have really struggled making a folder. My brain doesn't go there, but I like them. So I would do something like that.
Morning, Tim. Fighting that fire and wind. Had my Nightstalker on my belt. Had to quickly cut ropes from tarps, pulling structures away in the wind. We lost several horse and donkey stalls. That's Mark D, the one in Malibu.
Man, so everything is, you guys, I think you did say earlier that all the animals were safe. So I pray that your house and home and the rest of the farm is okay. I know that you're right there in the thick of it. So I hope everything continues to go well. I guess if it's already moved through there, then you're probably in the clear now. But man, I'm honored that you had something from me to help save the animals. Man, I'm sorry you're going through it. I really do care a lot about people. A lot.
I had to move 6 horses and 3 donkeys to another ranch. All the animals are okay. Striker drop is going to be...
Later.
Let me see here. In April.
We're only doing that in France and Italy because that's where my roots are. Just kidding. Just kidding. I would say we do an Irish drop, but they're probably not even allowed to have much more than a shillelagh, just a sharp stick over there anymore. Craziness.
Paul Morogi, don't do it. Stick with what makes you different and don't collab with other companies.
Yeah. I mean,
collabs you do now are better.
I would do, like I said, I would do a folder collab with somebody. That would be wise for me because I am not good at the mechanisms and the internals of a folder. And I think if I took the time to learn that part of the craft, it would really detract from what I'm good at.
I'm sure could hear the cat. The cat's having a good time.
They're effing psycho, man.
I didn't know y'all could hear them.
I'm telling you, that black cat, I'm pretty sure is a panther because his cojones are the size of coconuts and he is this big. And he's got the face of a real panther, and he doesn't play well with the other cat. He jumps on their back and bites the back of their neck. And the same thing with our 9-year-old rabbit. Like he just goes straight for, I'm not playing with you, I'm going to kill your face. And he's a kitten. So, yeah.
Yeah, they all heard it. I
cannot stand that noise. Like when we're trying to do anything, I'm like, I hope he'll calm down. I'm just going to denut him right there in the house. That's what I'm using a new FLN for because that thing's going to cut. Surgical.
Any chance you guys will have the trainer deal on the February 7th drop again? Possibly. We do have a bunch of those.
Yeah, we still got a bunch. So yeah, I think we'll probably do the same thing. We'll probably extend that to the
Can you show the pic of the small sapper from Tim JK?
Oh, no, because my sketchbook is at the new shop. Sorry. The little sap. I think that'd make a great folder. And what about making the combatant as a folder? Wouldn't that be awesome? Doing some thin steel. Sure wish I knew how to make a folder.
Can we see the Gideon?
No.
Walter Street said, how about a Nightstalker folder?
Yeah, I have it designed, but the problem is, and I'll show you why. So that's the Gideon. I mean, I think this zoom is too much on this. Being weird. There we go. Gideon. We get a lot of requests to dull this spike down, but then some people don't want it, so. There's the Gideon. Trailing point, double edge. You could get it single edge. Like it. What was the other thing we were talking about in the middle of that? Oops. I forgot. Yes. I don't remember. Where are you at, lady?
Or just going back and making sure I didn't miss any comments. Rod J. and sorry, I didn't mean to touch another. No, I was kind of
How would you know? She was 99%, nah, maybe 70%.
Can we see the crazy cat?
If he comes his crazy self in here. But man, I can't stand that noise. Like when they get to doing that, I'm like, that's it. I'm finna kill you.
Can you show the TS-87 screwdriver?
Hold, please.
Do you have any good pocket fixed blades? Yes, the Piranha is a great pocket fixed blade, dropping on January the 15th.
I'll show that, and then we'll show the DP1 that's upcoming also. My TS-87 is over there, way off camera. The one that's on my kit, because I was actually using it this morning. I can sneakily here under the desk. We're actually about to start making a lot more of the TS-87s.
Pete's sake said you were talking about how good MagnaCut steel is, LOL.
Yeah, that's what it was. Never to be available again. Glad I didn't hitch my horse to that wagon. So this is the TS-87. The features are, there's a thread-in ball detent here, so that when you put a 1/4-inch drive bit, that'll hold it in so you don't drop it in the dirt or whatever. Then you'll get the leverage to use full-size sockets. It's a flathead that's common for firearm screws. This width is to break links apart, but also it gives you that steep angle for prying.
A lot of people are saying what they pocket carry, and I'm seeing the FLN.
Yeah,
Roz says
combatant.
he does the Bushman as a pocket carry.
Yeah, so does We Fight the Dark. He did a really good video on it before I started arguing with him about stupid stuff, which I'm good at. So this is the DP1. This is going to be the newest. That's coming later this year. They're actually in process. That'll be a really good pocket blade. I mean, look how short it is, but it's very comfortable. And then the Piranha. But I see a lot of people do the combatant. I mean,
honestly, anything over there you could pocket carry.
Yeah.
Anything
It just depends on
what
you like to do. You know, like what kind of blade do you want to carry? Because I have lots of pockets.
I mean, there's a lot of people that pocket carry the Nightstalker, the combatant.
Yeah, the Nightstalker is a good candidate. Any of the ring, all of them. Just get more pockets. That's the thing. Get pants with 44 pockets, and then you can carry most of my stuff. That's really what you're supposed to do.
A couple people saying they pocket carry the Bushman. That's cool. I would have thought it was a little big for that.
It depends on, what the purpose of your pockets are and the size of your pockets. Like, if you want to carry a blade in the pocket, then that's what you use it for.
Christopher, it's 20 degrees per side, unless it's like the 30-degree blades like the Guardian, Nightshade, Reverse Tonto.
And the reverse edges are all 30-degree.
Chris, yes, I do carry the Nightstalker. Yeah. I love it.
She carries the CQC, so she can get them coming and going.
I've been pocket carrying 001 since getting the Delta sheath earlier this week. Thanks for the hoodies. Got a bunch of compliments already from AJ.
Awesome, man. I'm glad you like them. Oh, by the way, the B-Less Dome. We're going to do a handful of hoodies in that too, see if that'll be popular. What I don't know is, do we want to put something on the back of these shirts for Blade Show that say that? Or do we just want to do the front?
But how do you carry it personally? Me, I usually just have it in my purse, or I'll carry a cross draw.
Yeah. She's out in a more sketchy area, and I'm not around, which is like once every 5 years. And it's usually like from a building to a car. Appendix.
Any chance of a small slicey blade on the Nightshade platform from Hunter?
I don't know. I mean, that's a tough one. Because those super short blades like that and that particular handle platform is tough to get the hold downs where we want them, but maybe.
Mick, yes, we ship to Asian countries all the time.
Yep. We've even managed to sneak some into China.
What happened to the folding Nightstalker story? Was that something you started and didn't finish?
Of course. That's like me. So when you look at what you have to have for a folder, you've got to be able to fit this inside of the handle. So when you fold a Nightstalker up ahead of the grip, you see what I'm saying? It won't fit. So,
and you just got $5 to explain this also.
So yeah, I think I've realized that people do that to get attention on what they're talking about. So here's the problem. That's the issue with making a folder for me, is because I make the blades to balance a certain way. So to get the Nightstalker to be able to fit inside of this handle, the blade would have to be like 1.5 inches shorter, which would look really freaking weird. So effectively, it'd be like this. So that'd be an odd looking thing. But then it gets into the front choil. So it's hard because if you pivot it, so the only way to do that is to somehow figure out, and I have it drawn up in my brain, but I don't know if it's even possible. You'd have to somehow figure out how to pivot it right here. So you're losing blade length. So that's why I don't know how to do it without making it huge. So we could do like a standard folder grip, which I've kind of kicked around in my brain. So if you want to do just like a unique or just a standard folder shape like this Medford, you could do that, but then you'd have to do like Pinkerton or other people have done and take this glass breaker out and make that a ring edition. But then you've got to make the ass end thin enough to be able to get to blade it. So it's hard. Like that's the thing. That's why I said I would do collabs with other folder makers.
44 pockets requires 43 yes Safari land clips. We'll order set when available.
Yeah, we actually are getting that done. I'm having the pictures made by our photographer now, Joe.
How about a Pakal Piranha?
Anything's doable. The 008 that I was working on with Dave is supposed to be a Pakal, but I'm not going to release so many knives in 25 because I'm backing up and bringing all the new stuff we've learned to, like the Nightstalkers. So the runs that are going to be later in the year, you'll see some changes made with those. The Raiders, we're bringing changes to those. So really are honing in our ability to make a higher quality blade instead of Agent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like we did so many knives last year. Did I want to slow that down and really take time to perfect them?
Honey, we've made it. Austin James said, wear my TCal hat everywhere, and finally got the first shout out in a Costco from across the aisle. Yo, TCal.
Where was this, local?
Yeah, that had to have been in Tennessee.
I don't know. I mean,
no one knows us anywhere else.
People get recognized. But you know what's funny is I get recognized outside of the region way more than I do like right here.
That's so cool, though. I love that.
Where was he at? Well,
he didn't say yet.
Probably the one up the road.
Carry the CW folder every day. Best work knife. Awesome.
Yeah, we need to post. Remind me, CW, camera wife.
Washington.
I just realized that CW stands for Christian wife, which is way cool.
Aw.
By the way, that just popped into my head. Yeah, I derailed myself. What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Costco. That was it. This story ends here. Woo. Who was our new guest? I'm sorry.
Thank y'all for wearing the merch out in public. I mean, that's really how you spread the word.
So
we
have you
really
guys seen
appreciate
the movie The Help? I'm pretty sure most of you have. There's a scene in The Help where those two ladies that were like the main characters in the movie are in the grocery store, and they start to walk around the corner and they see somebody reading their book. That's how I feel when I see somebody wearing my stuff in public. I'm like, oh. If I wasn't square the same width both ways, I'd try to hide behind a pole or something. I'm just like, it's weird. But, you know, people will roll up next to us, not the new truck, because I didn't put stickers on the new truck, and I don't think I'm going to. Because we did that video on my last truck. Let's have a moment. It killed itself. It decided to leak its rear main, and then its transmission.
Yeah, and people are asking when you're going to do another truck loadout.
I'm being creative with the way I'm loading this truck out. It's super like ninja style. One of the things that I'm having trouble with is I need a tonneau cover because I carry expensive stuff in the bed that I don't want to get wet. But I don't want a camper shell anymore because I have a TCal trailer that I pull the stuff in now. So, and also people recognize that camper shell. So
can you show or talk about the Nightstalker CG? I love my Nightstalker and love the thickness of my 001. I'm looking forward to getting
that's
CG.
why I make the blades thicker, because I'm getting thicker, so it just makes more sense for me to have chubbiness.
Everybody says they want zip ups.
Yeah, why do I keep forgetting to do that? Oh yeah, that's Derek who keeps forgetting that. Put it on the list. I saw a zip up.
And beanies.
Is that Dustin? Is Dustin saying that?
No, it's Ron Izzy.
Oh, did Dustin tell you to say that? That's the CG you said, right? You want to see them side by each? It's just a thicker version.
Ron, we can give you a bigger size.
Yeah.
He said he has to lose 5 pounds for his shirt to fit.
It's the holidays, right? You've been eating too much of that freaking flaming hot incredibleness that you sent me. That Tom Yum. Oh, didn't Ron send that?
Those little chilies?
The Tom Yum snack?
Yeah, those are good.
Bruh. I freaking love those things. Love them. They make me snot out of my face, but I eat tons of it.
Yeah, send us an email. We'll get you a bigger t-shirt.
Yeah, we got them. We actually
sell an iron-on patch. Everybody says beanies would be cool.
Iron-on patches, that's a thing now?
Be less dumb beanie.
Yeah, we're gonna start with the sticker or the patch, and then we're gonna do the t-shirt and the hoodies. I have a feeling that the Be Less Dumb. Did you ever find the email from Miss Told?
I didn't look for it.
Okay, so it doesn't matter because I have this. All right, so let's do this. While we're on the subject of merch. You got me?
Mm-hmm.
So Lee has been doing our challenge coins, and he's an incredible graphic artist. I don't know if he considers himself that, but he designs stuff. So he came up with the original CW logo, but I told him that I wanted to do a 2025 Patreon coin that is different. So here's the debate. Do we want to do the TCal member on one side? Stop texting me. It's going to pop up on TV. The TCal on one side and the circus animal on the other.
Oops.
The TCal on one side and the CW on the other. My personal favorites are these two. I think if you were to... Let me see if I can't get this to work. I like these two. I think these two would be great together. CW, because she's modest, thinks nobody would want the CW on one side and the circus animal on the other. So she wants me to do these two. So we'll take some voting here. We're also going to post this picture on Patreon. But it's not going to only be for new members. It's going to be, you'll be able to buy one at cost so you can have the collector's edition. So these aren't going to be gray. Anywhere you see the gray, that's going to be a high polished silver.
Hunter said circus animal on one side and the first CW on the other.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Circus animal all the way, both. Why not both? Put both on it.
Yeah, I mean, see, I think
Jay
these
Blaney.
two, because these two were born from Patreon, and they both say TCal knives on them. So it's not like it would be confusing. I think we can do, like, put 2025 somewhere on there. That's what I told Lee. I think these two are my favorites. But don't you think? I mean, and then we would have the TCal minus the member with the Marine Corps emblem on the other side for everybody else.
Yeah, everybody's saying CW and circus animal.
I told you, lady. They do like you more than me. It's really true.
Yeah, I am going to give away another knife. I may just do like a mystery. And you can choose the Bushman if you wanted the Bushman.
Right.
Middle CW, darker CW.
Yeah, I like the darker and the darker because there's more black. Yeah, Dustin said we have iron-on patches, but I didn't make them anymore because nobody wanted iron-on patches. Everybody wanted like Velcro patches. We have a few left, but it's not like we can't get more. Yeah, I like the black on black. Personally, look how professional we are. Like tits.
Do 2 coins, CW and circus animals and CW and TCal.
If we had all the money in the world.
I don't know. Casey doesn't have a member coin. Yeah, I'm sure. I think we missed some people here and there. If we did, just let us
reach
know.
out. Dustin will make sure you get one.
Did Tim say anything about my black on black hoodie suggestion? Did you, honey?
I didn't, but it's a great idea. I mean, merch is expensive because the initial outlay is expensive because you got to buy a shirt and then you got to buy the artwork to be put on the shirt, and then you got to buy a bunch of freaking stock, And
Scott Anderson said CW both sides.
right? Would totally look a whole lot better. I honestly think because Circus Animal and the CW projects were born out of there. She is the person that brings the company out to people. She's the person that puts the chubby kid on the camera. You know what I mean? Like, so
Chubby kid.
Obviously, she's a huge part of this. I'm the huge, like physically huge part, and she's the mastermind. I think she deserves. Well, you guys spoke already.
So you don't have the Nautilus to show, because a few people have asked about that, and we mentioned it in the title.
No, because what I did was Cole, who's another one of our machinists, we sent him one that was close to the original, but not enough. I didn't like some of the stuff. So he got one that I didn't like as well as the geometry wise. So I gave him mine. The first one I made, and I played with it until I got it perfect. I sent him that one. Said, make it after this. And he did. He made the new one off of that one. And then his brother actually sharpens for us. Denali, he's our newest employee. Not anymore. Right? Yeah, he is. Hunter is. Hunter's our newest employee. Just kidding. Sorry, Hunter. Didn't mean to diminish you that way. But you're doing a freaking incredible job. Love
Hunter's
it.
doing great.
So,
Thomas, you haven't gotten the knife in the pouch yet? All of them are shipping in pouches now, other than the very large knives. Yeah,
the big ones don't fit in the pouch, but I am having some samples made of the big one, but it's just weird. It's like like a sash from a Toddlers and Tiaras freaking Universal Royalty, whatever, huge bag, which is weird.
Machatero, we love you, Tim. You're the face, brain, and muscle, but we really love CW. She's the heart and soul.
Right. And that's why we're complimentary as a couple, because she ain't got these.
When's the new design screwdriver coming out?
Don't know. That's going to be a real slow burn on that. And if they drag their feet too long, I'm just going to do it on my own. I mean, the two names other than TKL that would be behind it, we're talking like stratosphere level collaborations. Like if we're going to do it, we better make many thousands of them. But they're huge companies and recognizable to anybody that has ever carried a firearm or spent any amount of time. Yeah,
it would come in a box if it was like a mercenary, FMF, Bushman. Those can't fit in the pouch.
We switched over to the bags.
And the piranhas. They're small, so they go in the little small box.
Yeah, but eventually the piranhas are going to go in the bags once we send out all of the little ones.
AEBL Sappers, honey.
They're at Nickelbora.
They're almost done, though, right?
Yeah. The blades are done. Heat treat's done. They're just at Nickelbora. We have really slowed down the heat treat process because the freaking service ground blades started warping like crazy, which is insane. I don't really understand that. They're not supposed to.
John White said, check out Diamond Plate bed covers, American made and super nice.
So what I've got, I got the, it's like a fastback aluminum roll up. But the problem is the Starlink satellite works through a standard bed cover. And we travel so much and we're in such a rural area that cell service and internet service are sketchy. So there are times where we have to conduct business that
Can you show a bag?
We're not anywhere near. Yeah.
Nightshades. Update on the nightshades?
In process. They're finally machining now.
No, knife nerd. None of our knives are Magna Cut.
No.
ABL HRC.
AEBL 62. We usually push it to a 62. We try to stay within a 3 to 4 HRC range because that's not a huge difference.
Have you tried out that Wicked Wax yet?
I have not. I don't really know how to use it. So here's the tack bag in black, and we kind of make a discretionary call as to which one matches your knife better. So kind of whatever Dustin thinks you should get. And
Yeah, we had somebody the other day like, can you send me camo? Everything you've sent me has been black.
We'll order something that matches black. Yeah, we can do that. I don't care. So, and then here's the multicam.
Jeff Fernandez, I'm glad you switched to the pouches. I had so many of the boxes, I made a Stonehenge diorama out of them.
You should like give them to your kids to make like, which is an honor. But what we're doing this year also is,
woohoo! Mr. Pelly just joined Patreon.
Congratulations! Welcome to the shit show. Just kidding.
Oops.
So I want to do little short patches with the knife name. So like Striker, Nightstalker. That'll be a half width for all the blades that you can add, and then you'd be able to add it onto your order. So then it will come stuck on the outside of your bag. And like me, I like stuff like that. Let me get this like a. Here it is. Here it is. Panther. Can you even tell that I'm holding a cat? Or you just see this dark spot? He's
they
being
actually
nice
make
now.
great notepad and pen and pencil pouches.
See this? My finger is in its mouth already. Why are you doing this?
No, will the Ops Hawk fit in the tack bag?
No. Look at this giant. He's gotten huge now. Huge.
Those nightshades are late from Scott Anderson.
Yeah. Way to math it up, Marine. I think we know. So no, it will not fit.
He is getting big, Miss Told. He's huge.
I'll just eat and just so no, they won't. Maybe nope, not even catty corn.
Yeah, sure, Peach. Just reach out. We'll get you another shirt.
So no, they don't. The out socks do not fit. So
well, now he's sitting there wanting you to pick him up again.
I know, but he tried to bite my body. Like that's
Wish I would have got a pouch with my Raider from Edgar.
Next order. Aren't they on the website for purchase?
Yeah, but if you could get one free with a knife, why would you buy one?
I mean, but why would you spend another $200 just to get a pouch? I wouldn't mind, but
you get a knife.
I understand. But some people, it's not in their budget.
Sorry, y'all ask questions. We're like the last 10 minutes or so. I'm gonna do one more knife.
So I wish he was just chill, right? He's purring while trying to eat me.
Yeah, but he likes you better than me.
That's because you started roughhousing. Well, I rescued him. You can't be nice. Like, I just want to pet you. I just want you to be a nice lab cat. I don't understand why you have to snack on my skin meat.
What's the difference in application between Gideon V3 and Nightstalker CQC?
The V3 is got a trailing point blade, so it's going to be thinner on the tip, so you get deeper cuts. So it's kind of back swept, and it's got that eye pick, and it's about 3/4 of an inch longer. So a little bit more reach. I think the Nightstalker slides into EDC use and defensive use better than the V3. The V3 from start to finish is a more of a combat style blade, to be honest.
Expected price for Nautilus?
Here's the thing. We're having to machine these twice. So we got the original machining cost that's screwed up. And then we're remachining them. So, I don't know. It's probably going to be around the CG.
What's the meaning of the Gideon name? Frogman Tactical wanted that because of the Bible reference to Gideon in the Bible.
He was a warrior. So,
recommended discrete carry clip for Nightstalker Deep IWB carry.
The 2.1.
Really? I would have said the Mod 4. See, I don't even know our products.
Well, it is a Mod 4 2.1.
Oh.
Right?
I thought the Mod 4 was the one that was the size of the belt.
That's the 1.75. I think they're all Mod 4, but the numbers just mean...
The 2.1 is the one with the little short.
Yeah, the 2.1 is the short. It's a little more...
Honey, Rob Mezzatesta is still asking for kids' t-shirts. We need to do that. I have not given away... Oh, yeah, I did give away the adversary.
We can do a small. That's about what we can do. Because if we order...
Mike's knives.
The reason I don't have the kids' t-shirts measured texture is because I got to do 36 as a minimum order quantity of something. And the shirts that we order now do not come in those sizes. So I got to do 36 at a minimum. And it's like Joey, and your son.
Yeah, but I think we'd have more people get them like at Blade Show and stuff.
The Blade Show shirts are free. You going to be there? Rob? You're always at Blade Show. I couldn't imagine you're not.
005 to 007 updates.
They're both... 007 is going to come first. And then right behind them the 5s. So, because we're having to redo them. Unless you want the thicker version. The combat style.
Man, there's been a bunch of people talking about how much they like that blade.
It's a great blade. The design is really good. And the thickness, if you want a thicker blade and you're not looking for like steak knife slicey, it's incredible. It's such a good knife. And we can get it out like now.
So instead of doing the Bushman, I'm just going to do a mystery one for any...
A U-pick?
Yeah.
Cool. Between
Hashtag
whatever.
Mystery.
And I do want to touch on this. How many people we got on here?
373.
All right, so you 373 people each need to tell 373 more people so we can reach the entire community. The Piranhas are done, the Nightstalkers are done, and the Combatants are done. What that means is
they won't take 3 to 6 months.
They will not take 3 to 6 months. And I want to communicate that on the verbiage of the drop. I totally let time get away from me and didn't realize that we need to do that like now. And I think Georgie's doing stuff today, so we gotta take notes. Hunter, Dustin,
thanks, Dennis.
Please take good notes.
And the 004 is the same. They're being redone.
4s, 5s, 7s. We gotta redo them. Had to start.
If you were on Patreon and saw the video of how they looked, Tim was not happy with what we got back. They would have been on time. We expected them on time.
I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds.
The sample was perfect. We got them back, and they were not too standard, so we're having to redo them.
Yep.
And hopefully they'll be the beginning.
You know what we should do? We should do a video from the shop of all of those blades, like lined up, so people can see the vast number. We'll do that. Let's do that. You know what I mean? Because we're full disclosure. Like, here you go.
Matt K, I have an order with a Piranha and Adversary. Are they close? Yeah, those should be done. If you want to reach out, it could be a grip.
Yeah, it could be a grip color. And I got word that we got an emergency order of grip material coming Friday. So there's
and 001s are also being remade for the person that asked.
Yes. Yep.
Do you want to give like a timeline of when you think all that's going to be done? Because there's a lot of people that ordered that stuff that are waiting on them.
No.
It's going to be, what, March, April?
Yeah, we're going to be pushing into the spring on all of these because it takes a long time to redo 1,000 blades. And I'm sorry. I mean, all I can say is I'm sorry. You get here's a sketch, here's a handmade one, do this. They make what's a couple of production samples until we approve them. And then when I approve from the machinist, this is what I wanted, then I say, okay, go. And we did that. We did the whole step that we usually do, and they went go, and they came back horrible. They were not what the final approved blade was. And
yeah, Justin, the Warrior grips are on an emergency order for MR1s.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Should be getting them soon.
Those shipped.
Sorry, I interrupted you. You can finish your.
No, it's just the same thing we say every week about that.
Yeah, for people that are asking about the 004s, I imagine you're not on Patreon to have seen that video, so we can show that on another video.
And if you're new to Patreon, go back and look.
Yeah,
you'll understand. And I think you'll be glad that I didn't send you that crap because I refused to. And I understand if you don't want to wait or if you want to switch for something else, I get it. I hate it. Because we live on sales of knives. I'm not sure if you guys know that. That's how the company stays going. Now,
and also Warncliffe Nightshade, people said, was supposedly in stock.
Yeah, and an in-stock blade means that you can order. We have the steel. We've cut the blades out, but we're machining them. So that's what in-stock means. You're reserving one on that batch of steel. So it is. Because we can't get the website sales platform to say on the little button. So the only way we know to classify that as out of stock and in stock, because that's kind of how sales platforms work. So And we explain it in about 54 different places on the website. It's on the homepage. We put it on the description page. That
Hey, Mark Kane, we were talking about you earlier.
we're talking about that
nice to have you.
incredible coffee grinder. Thing's awesome. Use it every day. But in stock means that you are able to order one from the batch that is open to order from.
Man, Knife Junkie posted that interview that fast. That was fast.
Man,
I just did that yesterday.
I want to watch it.
The Deaderer, LOL. Every Sunday we have to go through this convo.
Yeah, we do. But I don't know a different way to communicate it other than
we're sorry. We're sorry.
It's just the way we operate. You know, we're not a multi-million-dollar corporation that can. I mean, honest to God, from just a machining aspect.
$49.99 from Mark Kane.
Thanks, Mark.
Tardy tax, LOL.
That's right. If we had a huge amount of investment like some of these other companies, then we could pay start to finish. You've got about $150 to $200 in material and manufacturing cost. That's not payroll either. And we are adding more payroll to try to get our turn times down. So if you start calculating hours of payroll that go into each blade, it is incredibly expensive to bring 1,000 knives to market. So to offset that, I buy the steel from our profits first. And then when I get the steel cut into the shapes of the blades, I let you guys help me carry the cost of manufacture. That's how we do it. I don't know another way to do it. If you try to get an SBA loan, they will give you an SBA loan for like a scrapbooking place, and nobody scrapbooks anymore. But a company that has incredible numbers and profit margins, they won't do it. So we're cash based. And we did talk about doing the Founders Club, where you guys basically gave us money to invest in increasing our production capabilities and buying building and the machines and being able to, here's 500 blades that are completely done, buy them now, ship them next week. A lot of crap went crazy towards the end of the year where we weren't able to do the Founders Club. And I don't know that there's enough people interested in that to raise the type of capital to turn our company from a sort of pre-sale, but not really, because we have the physical material. We're just shaping it at that point.
Can you show the 2.0 while you finish talking? And do you have a 007?
Anyway, you guys get it, right? 007 and a 2.0. Where's my 007? Oh, there's a 7. The Nightstalker.
And for people that are just now joining late, we are going to be selling some of our most popular blades on January the 15th.
At noon.
Combatant, Nightstalker CG, Nighthawk, Nightstalker, Nightstalker CQC, and the Piranha.
Yes, Nightstalkers.
Patrons get first access tomorrow.
At noon? Woo, we got to get to work.
Oh, yeah. Can we see the new screwdriver from Smoking Rat Rod?
No, because it's at my
AJ,
engineers.
we used to use DHL all the time, and then they quit.
They
don't let
will
you
not
ship
ship knives
anymore.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, we love DHL. It used to work great.
Yep, fast, good price, reliable. And here's a 007.
Those sold out pretty quick, so we're going to do another run of those in February.
Correct. And there's the 2.0.
And they are currently in process for people who have orders.
Yes.
Tomahawk Proto. I got to make Tim do that for next week.
What if we do it and then somebody else rips us off, because that's not going to happen until later in the year? That wouldn't happen. We're not that cool. I don't know what else you guys got. Use guys.
I got a giveaway.
Oh yeah, there's that. There's a giveaway.
The Tomahawk. All right, y'all enter this hashtag mystery. You can choose from any of the blems that we have available. What about the blacked out blades? Is that an option yet?
Again, that's not an option yet, just because we're navigating what we have to do to dispose of the used chemicals, because that's strange. My phone just made a bajillion noises.
Kirby Smith.
So
you won. Congratulations. I don't recognize your name. Maybe it's a first time winner.
So back on the black stuff. Sorry, I got distracted. All the noises coming from my pocket.
Reach out to us via email and we'll get you set up with your
she'll get you squared away. Customer service at tkillknives.com or tkillknives@gmail.com. Black blades. We have the full capabilities. I have all the stuff. I have the processes set up. But once you use all the crazy chemicals that it takes to do that, what's left over is still something we cannot pour down the drain, something we can't just pour in the back of the shop. We have to dispose of that properly. So disposing of hazmat properly is a kind of a big deal to the county, to the state, and to the EPA. That is the holdup. I don't know how long that process is going to take. It is incredibly slow. So, I don't know. I hate that. I kind of said that, I said that on YouTube this morning. Like, that's the problem with coming up with a new thing and a new way to do stuff. Once the idea is there, it's super exciting, and you're like, hell yeah, we can finally do it. But then in comes the government crap and the red tape and the bureaucracy and all that.
I wish you could just hand do them, but that would take too much time.
Yep. I mean, I can do them now in batches of 50. But what I'm going to do with the stuff.
Thank y'all for hanging out with us this Sunday.
Thank you. Have a great Sunday. Have a great week. Be ready for the drop because you got Nightstalkers and Piranhas and Combatants, and those three typically go quick.
Yeah, so the whites are having a debate, or they're being funny. They're like, "Are you my family?" There's people with the last name White.
We had,
like, "Are you my mom, my dad?"
We had the Passmores in my platoon at boot camp, 1088. So one Passmore was like a pasty white dude, and the other Passmore was a really dark-skinned black dude. And our drill instructors thought it was the funniest thing in the freaking world to make them brothers. Like, hold hands, called them twins all the time, made them refer to each other that way. It was pretty awesome. So, not quite as...
Well, the guy that just won was a Smith, and we're related to the Smiths, but the Smith is like the most common.
Yeah, isn't everybody related to the Smiths?
Yeah,
not everybody.
My grandparents are the Smiths and the Popes.
Two common names. Mine are the Kells.
And
not
the Kells.
That common. On my mom's side, there's some Germanic Schneiders way back. So there you go. Is that it?
That's it.
Did you guys have a good time? I did. Have a great day. Be nice if you can. If not, be deadly. Bye.
Oh, Darth Jesus, Nighthawks are going to be 3 to 6 months. The CGs and the Nighthawks are going to take 3 to 6 months, but the other blades should be.
But on the short end of that, because some of those are already on the way to heat treat. We're finishing up the CGs and Nighthawks. So we're trying to really narrow these drops down to where we can get them out quick, because I want to not, even though the Combatants and Hawks and or Nightstalkers and Piranhas are done, that does not mean 2 weeks, because we're still shipping stuff that's on the 6-month line. So we're not going to put the stuff aside that people have been waiting 6 months for just to ship these because we got them done. But it will not be 3 to 6 months. I can on those three because they're in-house.
Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. My dad's from West Virginia, from Huntington. There's some crazy folk up there.
She said it.
I love it though.
Maybe just his folk.
His folk might be the only crazy people.
I mean, there's a CSX yard.
Don't want to offend anybody.
Is the Huntington yard still open? The CSX yard? Because I was going to transfer there when I was at CSX and they started making all the cuts, but I didn't. I decided to stick with knife making. You're welcome, world.
See y'all.
Bye.
Bye.